Well, we're certainly starting off with a bang. How we doing, friends? Hello, hello. Congratulations, Cherish, on once again grabbing first. Yes, Shark. Yes, Blockbuster. Cherish did beat you.
I'm the ghost with the most, babe.
39
Oh,
months
look, a
is
button
wild.
mash.
Button mash. Button mash. Look at that. 39 months is insane, bro. Hi, friends. How we doing? How we doing? It's been a little while. I wasn't feeling too well. Feeling like kind of shit, really. This sickness, will it, won't it thing is pissing me the fuck off, because some days it's all up in my sinuses and I'm half losing my voice. Other days, I'm good. I'm good. Oh my god, I hate flu season. I hate whoever gave this to us. I hate it. How are we doing, friends? So I wasn't able to do the Life is Strange stream, and I wasn't able to do makeup because I wasn't feeling well. But I have uploaded all the playthrough and the Arkham episodes now to YouTube. I have one more emailer video to upload to YouTube, and then we're up to date pretty much there for now. But yeah, you can now watch the entire however goddamn many hours. There are 27 videos total. 27 VODs of Arkham Knight. 27 VODs. 27 VODs. That is 27 weeks. I don't want to know how many months that is. Too many. That's like 6 months. That's like 6 months. We were on that game for 6 fucking months. It is done, and is like 2 weeks to Lego Batman. I did get the deluxe version, so I do have a few days early access, which means I can download it in time to play it on release day, because release day will be a Saturday. I'm hoping I can run it decently. My computer lies somewhere between the minimum and the recommended specs, depending on the part of my PC. So hopefully we don't struggle streaming it. But we will see. We will see in a couple of weeks. Fingers crossed we will at least have one stream. But yeah. Been a time, friends. Puns is still unwell. Puns is still coughing up a storm. And hating the cough syrup. So we're still pretty much isolated to not spread our disease, and hoping it's over soon so that Puns can go back to the hospital to get bloods drawn. Safe hugs for Puns, thank you. And I can go to my GP and get fitted for a 24-hour Holter monitor for my blood pressure. But we do have the votes going in the announcements channel of Discord for this month for the horror game that I will be playing with Scare Alerts. So far, Dredge is winning, followed by Little Nightmares. But yeah, you can pick as many as you like from those 4. And the winner will be the game I choose once I get the all clear from my doctor. Other than that, we will be doing Moses and Plato this Saturday because we did finish Arkham Knight and we're waiting for the Batman game. So we don't need to switch and change on Wednesdays between Moses and Plato and Strange Antiquities. Although I think we're almost done with Strange Antiquities. We continue Life is Strange on Mondays. And then, yeah, we're just vibing. I don't know how high energy I'm going to be today. I'm going to be real with you. I'm not sleeping well, friends. I'm not sleeping well, and I don't want to lose my voice. If I sound a little different, it's because I did only slightly tweak my mic filters. Do let me know if it's sounding better or worse or whatever. I'm still not happy with it. Forever tweaking. But yeah, we're just vibing. We're just gonna vibe. We're gonna hang. How have we been, friends? How is our hump day going? All right, where were we up to? Hello, buddy. I think I've been cursed. 2 weeks ago, I was quietly minding my own business in the guilty ram when a stranger came up to me. He handed me a book titled The Changes of Dr. Learmonth before leaving. Something about it intrigued me enough to take it home with me. Ever since I read the first page, I've been having terrible nightmares and they're getting worse. I'm so glad we saved you, kitty. I spoke to Dr. Robertson and she sent me here. Alright, you need... What do you need? You're having nightmares? You're having nightmares? Which of these books is the one I need? Not that one. I'm a little rusty on which book looks like which. Go away, go away. I need this one. Okay, and then I need the index. Change clay. Nope, wrong way. That way. Death. Nope. Insanity. Nightmare. Sleep vessel. 6 points of a sleep vessel are said to represent the 6 stormic disciplines. They help people stay awake. No, that's not what we want. We want something else. What do we want? What do we want? He's having nightmares. All right. Referenced in... Which is homophobic? If it's not the sleep vessel... Mind, matter... I'm going to go back to the start. I'll just read through everything again. Ecumenical memory cannot reside in both the mind. Nope. These items cause mental fog. Nope. The League of the Amphibians use these items as part of the initiation rite. Nope. Ares Remnant. These objects induce a form of synesthesia. No. Binding Seed. The mind of the body, the winding path, and the binding seed is a form of punishment. Nope. Bones guard. These objects bear the mark of the antidote. Nope. Corvin's might. No. Cussack purifier. Cleanse of the no, we're not purifying. Made with basilisk scales, material. They do not, however, protection against the death. Nope. We do not need to hover. Diverging hook. No, that's what we use to get the location of the kitty. Elva stones can be used to relieve the discomfort caused by otherwise incurable ailments. No. Ethereal key. No. Evocant. These stone items weigh the same as a man's heart. No. I have Serunos. Enter the minds of lesser creatures. No. Gray's Grace. Worn as a pendant to dispel melancholy. No. Guise of Lillian. These items can allow the bearer to pass unrecognized. No. Hearing charm? No. Heart chamber. There's a vast skull in the catacomb said to be that, but our heart chambers are based on this, that they have morphed over time into a way to keep those near us close to heart after death. No. Holgen Grim. No. Horned Shackle. Overcoming personal demon? Hunter's Boon? No. Lamb Siphon. Lead Heart. These items depict the gods who are in a non-human form. Romantic interest? No. Libulae. Are purported to offer reassurance in times of that being said. No. Moonstone Guardian for the banishment of Hobsphere and Noctic Sight. Noctic Sight. Noctic Sight. Noctic Sight. Noctic Sight. Okay. So I think... Hi, Kath. How you doing? Craft totems are more commonly known as moon hearts, can be imbued with a sentiment or feeling such as love or joy and then held tightly to control the same feeling. I think this might help. They sometimes feature crescent shapes. They're associated with both the Selenic and Noctic disciplines. Indeed, the form of the item itself will often have a connection to either the moon or night. Selenic totem. What was our Selenic totem again? Been so long since I fucking played this. Elverstone. Bing bong. No? Not that. Not that. I am wrong? Think. Not that. That is wild. Noctic of the night. What am I trying to give you then? What do we got here? Binding Seed, Daedalus Link, Libula, St. John's Anvil, Ossic Ring, Ares Remnant, Sun Bond, Sleep Vessel? Do you really want to stay awake? Is that what you want, bro? Scythian Charm, Gray's Grace. Haven't labeled these. Vesiga, Silent Breath, Shadowhold, Guise of Lily, and Restful Nether, Evercant. I don't think it's a Horn Shackle. Is it? Either Sleep... And I was trying to work this thing out, wasn't I? Oh! Okay, apparently I can press buttons. Streaking in chat? Ass is out in chat? That 10 stream streak is wild, dude. Yo. Okay. Alright. So they all come out. Curious. That's banned. If I... Hang on. You can wait, buddy, because I just figured something out. I want this one, and this one. Okay. I need it to match that. Was it this one? I think. This one, and this one? I think that's right. Does that look right? Those three are definitely right. Okay. Oh, I am so smart. SMRT. Auto mod. Alright, we put you there. And... Ooh, what are you? Hang on, come here. Come here. On curses and their effects. Brief overview by Dr. Robertson. Hang on, didn't he say Dr. Robertson? And she's... Okay. There's no fisting. Oh, it was... That was happening to me on yesterday, just on PC. Fucking instead of seeing emotes, all I saw was the text for the emote. Fucky. All right. Black heart. The heart of a sufferer feels constricted as though it is clamped in a vice. Skin is pale and cold to the touch and veins stand out darkly on the body. Eventually death will occur. Braxis, characterized by a necrosis of the flesh. The afflicted will feel no pain, but the scarring has no cure. While those affected appear to be able to breathe, normally they feel as though they are choking. Burning blood, the subject has the sensation of burning from the inside out. It is rarely survived, and those that do never fully recover. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't want to have burning blood. Morgan's insanity, a poison of the mind. Noctic sight. Those suffering from this curse speak of increasingly vivid nightmares. That's what I fucking said that. He has noctic fucking sight. Marked by telltale blue tint, the eyes, those under this curse are plagued by waking hallucinations. Affects the mouth and tongue so that speech becomes impossible. Alright. Okay, can I put the book here? There we go. Put the book there. Nice and tidy. There we go. Alright, so if he has noctic sight, that can fuck off now. Can I close that? There we go. Go away. No, can I not? You're in the way of stuff behind you now. Let me take the thing out. No? What if I just close you and wind you down? There we go. Alright. Noctic sight, noctic sight, noctic sight. What else was noctic sight? Noctic sight. Moonstone Guardian. Amber Selenic Total Sleep Vessel. So maybe the Horn Shackle? This is a Moonstone Guardian, no? Okay. What am I missing here, game? Tend to take the form of a comforting guardian. And it wasn't the Selenic Totem. What is an Ambra? No, it's not an Ambra. So I guess he wants to stay awake, because the only other thing with Noctic is this. Where am I going wrong, game? Where am I going wrong? Holden Grim, Comforting Guardian. Selenic Totem. Like, it has to be. Okay, I'm... Yeah. Shut your hole. Shut your hole. Time to fend off the madness. All right, can I lock any of these? We got... Let's lock you and see. Bing bong. All right, bing bong. Oh, well, fuck you too. That's just mean. That's just so fucking mean. All right, so let's lock the kitty cat, I guess. Yep, that's super helpful. Super helpful. Thanks, kitty. Bug. There we go. We got kitty and kitty and maybe kitty. That was... What's going on here, game? Come on. There we go. Now I just have to get this. That's gonna be great. Just great for me. We got two of the same, so let's go for moths. Oh, now we got two of these. Game, we need all the same. Oh, there's another moth. One more moth. Come on. One more. What is this, game? How dare. Come on, give me one more moth. One more goddamn moth. Fuck you. Alright, we got two kitties. Let's go for kitties. And a fuck you too. And a fuck you too. Oh, we're gonna go fully insane at this rate because we cannot get this. Really, game? Oh, hello. We just need one more. Come on. Oh, come on! That was a tease. There we go. Had me sweating. Alright, yeah. You're having Noctic sight, but I don't know how to deal with it. Hang on. Give me 1 second, game. What do I need? Oh, I wonder if... Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I heard you the first time. Gold, light pink gemstone. Warm and smooth. Comforting guardian. I mean, cats are guardians, right? Where's the one on gemstone? No, that's not gemstones. There we go. He's got a pale pink. Pale pink, pale pink, pale pink. Oh, hang on. Moonstone. 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 It's a moonstone. It's a moonstone. And we want a moonstone guardian. This better be it. fucking finally. Have a kitty cat. An ascus allows the bearer to breathe underwater. The sensation is said to be most unusual since it requires one not to breathe at all. Those that use an ascus for extended periods sometimes forget to breathe once they are back on dry land and subsequently pass out. The core of the item is cold to the touch, but the ring, sometimes called the halo, stays warm. Hello, Verona. There's not much that can unsettle me these days, but I found something at Kargarth Hall that I'd rather I hadn't. In the cellar where they found those two poor girls, I came across a bubbling black mess that was oozing from the rock itself. Seems there's a sickness in Undermere. You don't say. It's in the earth and the water, and it's spreading. I suppose it falls to me to find out where it's coming from. If it's underground, then underground's where I'll start. See if I can find anything in the catacomb. I realize now that I've been a little careless. I've been getting headaches. I won't go into the catacombs without a sextrum. A sextrum. What a word. Protects against insanity in all its forms. These items, like the mind itself, are not well understood. That's really helpful, game. That's really helpful, game. Thanks for letting me know what a sextrum is. Like totally helps. My mind, so mentic, and sanity. Jonathan Twitch, let me goon. Alright, insanity. I know I saw mentic binding seed sleep vessel. So maybe the sleep vessel? I know I saw the word insanity here somewhere. Hang on. There we go, sextrum. That's super helpful. Super helpful. Yep. I need a sextrum. What if I just give you the fucking sleep vessel? Nope, I was wrong. Don't guess things, kid. Don't guess them. Alright, so... Of the mind... Need something that will help keep insanity at bay. Don't know. Mentic. So it could possibly have... Oh, hang on. Dionic Wixic, Dradic Wixic, Dionic Dradic. Mentic, it could possibly have Kyanite on it. Let me write this down. So... Kyanite, blue gem. An anchor between body and mind. That sounds like something that would be work really well in this case. It could have malachite, which is dark green striated, but I think it's going to have the blue. Malachite, write that down. Dark green. Right. Good lord, my handwriting is terrible. And then... Hellenic Dradic, Noctic Wixic, Noctic. Okay, so... We have a look at what has gemstones on it. Does anything have a pale blue gem? Okay, I was wrong. Maybe this one. I'm terrible at this. Alright, not those two then. What could it possibly be? Shadow Hold, Silent Breath, Vesiga, Guys of Lillian, Restful Nether, Elegant, Valent. What do we say? Sextrum. 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 Sextrum? Alright. So I was wrong there as well. So that's all the gems that I can find. Unless, what's this? No, that's not light blue. I don't think it's that. Let me think. There we go. Okay. Sextrum. I'm just gonna go through everything, I think. What haven't I got labeled? Start over here. I sense a crackling energy flickers in the depths of my mind. Hang on, I know that symbol. What was that symbol again? Symbol. Nope, hang on. What was that symbol again? Protection. Oh, hang on. Are we onto something here? Inner perception. Sense crackling energy flickers in the depths of my mind. So not mentic as we wanted. Scent and sound, nothing to remark. Sense of touch. Cool and smooth engraved symbols. Bronze. What is that symbol, actually? Hang on. Where's the thing with symbols? Symbols. So that's protection. And insanity. Bing, bang, boom. Fortinance. A fortinance can enhance physical strength or restore strength that has been sapped, whether by exertion or by hex. They are made of stone or iron and usually take the form of a small totem. Pet the kitty. End the day. Unless, hang on. Do I have anything down here that still needs doing? That can fuck off. Nope, hang on. Hang on. No, hang on. How do I bring the drawer down again? Hang on a sec. There we go. That's how I do it. That can fuck off. Have we done this? Alright, and we've done that. I feel like that goes with that. Alright, nothing to explore then. End the day. He tried to use the diverging hook on his partner as he had done on himself, but he could find no part of him that had not been taken over by the infection. His partner's hands ripped at the satchel, tearing it open and sending the black casket tumbling out. Below a moon that does not shine, there is no mark upon my shrine. In the dark, but not alone, my neighbor bears a cross of stone. Below a moon that does not shine, there is no mark upon my shrine. Is that sounds like maybe not Gleeston Castle. Catacombs? Alright, what do we got? Below a moon that does not shine, there is no mark upon my shrine. A moon that does not shine. In the dark but not alone. In the dark but not alone. My neighbor bears a cross of stone. So next to a cross. There's a couple of those. No mark upon my shrine. Cross. Those have mark. No neighbors. Cross and marks. Cross and marks. Has to be this one then. As I descend further into the catacombs, a strange sensation comes over me. It is not fear, although fear is mixed in with it. With cold clarity, I know at once what it is. I have entered an area known as the Depths, a place where few have been and few have returned from. Not even Palians can clear the air here and render it safe to breathe, but there is a way. Slate miners inhale the vapors produced by a spirit called a wandering shroud. They say it invigorates their senses and stays the mind rot that would otherwise consume them. It will be dangerous to continue exploring down here without following their lead. I need a wandering shroud. Wandering shroud. Okay, that doesn't help. Because I don't have anything under the... Let's go. Wandering Shroud. Let me read that again. Not even Palians can clear and render it safe to breathe, but there is a way. Slate miners inhale the vapors produced by a spirit called a wandering shroud. Spirit called a wandering shroud. Wickstick, wood, wolf song, wandering shroud, shield charm, or spirit bolt. No charms of protection have a little off. Wandering Shroud will not abide them. Do I want the shield charm? Do I want... Hang on. What's the other one? Wandering Shroud, Spirit Vault. This episode Sherlock can see his work. Shuck spends 20 minutes untangling a phone cable instead of working. And that's on ADHD. Spirit Vault, also known as a fetid chamber, is a receptacle used to store a wandering shroud. The interior is lined with a paste made from sulfur, hence the nickname. They are not considered dangerous since shrouds tend to be benign, but on occasion they do not take kindly to being restrained. Okay, this is what I want. A Spirit Vault. A faint vibration of the receptacle can be felt when the shroud is held within. So this looks like a receptacle. Sense of touch, cool and smooth. Scent and sound. Smells of sulfur. This is what we want. I try to breathe in the vapors from the wandering shroud, but to my horror I realize that the spirit vault is empty. My vision starts to blur as the cloying air of the depths fills my lungs and I stagger away in a daze. When at last I reach the surface, I take deep breaths of the fresh air, but my lungs ache for some time after. I need to be more careful. I've written to Barton Potter. He will know where to find a wandering shroud. Pet the kitty. Start the day. I've travelled a long way searching for an eye of the forest. I have read stories of the Drea of old who would hunt in partnership with an eagle, seeing what they see soaring on the wind. That's a lot of words, girl. Just tell me what you want. I intend to rekindle this lost custom. Perhaps you know something about it? You want an Eye of Cernunnos. Okay. Do I have that already? We have the voice of Cernunnos. Dial listening, Libulus and John's Anvil. Hunter's Boon, Hearing Charm, Scythian Charm, Grace Grace, all unlabeled. Moonstone Guardian, Tenerbone Cloak, Sextrum, Horn Shackle, Lead Heart, Valent. Alright, we do not have Eye of Cernunnos label. So, known as the Eyes of the Forest, these ancient artifacts enable one to enter the minds of lesser creatures. It is alleged that Cernunnos himself wielded an eye. Eyes of Cernunnos are hard to come by. They are powerful and should not be used carelessly. So super helpful helping me identify it. All I have is this an Eye of Cernunnos? Let's find out. It is not, and I need to cough so badly right now. Oh. Alright, if that is not an Eye of Cernunnos, what the fuck is? Because that is quite literally an eye. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? It doesn't help me identify what it is unless there's more with Cernunnos. Eye of Cernunnos, Lead Heart, Voice of Cernunnos. What's the Lead Heart? These items depict the god Cernunnos hidden on human form. They have been milked due to the core of lead hidden by a more modest exterior. They're said to kindle nope, we definitely want the eye. That doesn't help. That does not help. How the fuck are we identifying an Eye of Cernunnos? What is this? Nothing to remark. Sounds hollow when tapped. Hard. Thin and delicate. Some kind of green organic material. Wood. That doesn't help. That does not help. What else could it be? What else could it be? What else could it be? Oh, we got an ad break incoming. Yeah, know what? Good time to run it. We'll run these ads and be right back. You know the drill. Whenever we need to run ads, we go to a BRB so no one misses any gameplay. Everyone can stretch, hydrate, go to the toilet, grab a snack and take meds if they need to. So I'll see you in a few minutes. Alright, quick ad break. All done. We're back. Let's get back to it. Alright, so those books were helpful as shit. Let's see. What have we got over here? I've only got 2 things left unlabeled here and 2 down here. Let's see if any of this gives me a clue. Orange gemstone, pink gemstone. I don't think it's this. Cool. I don't think it's this. Black and red. Do we get any perception? I think perception might be what I need to work it out. Wait, didn't we? Binding seed. They look so similar. Why? What? Hang on. Let me read up on the bindings. Mantic and Wick, Satan, mind, body, bindings with if we go change Cernunnos. Voice of Cernunnos, Eye of Cernunnos, Lead Heart. No, okay. That doesn't help. Thought I was onto something, I was not. Alright, where is Cernunnos? I have Cernunnos. Enter the mind of lesser creatures. Eyes of the forest. I feel like that means it's got to be part wood, right? Hard and cool. Rough. Dark green gemstone, dark wood yew, perhaps. It has a pleasant scent that reminds me of the forest. Okay. We're getting somewhere. What did it say? Known as the eyes of the forest. So hard to come by. Green gemstone. A stone of the earth, and this looks about right. And she said something about the Drea. Okay, this is it. This has got to be it, right? Look at me. I am so smart. Zephyrum, these resonant objects give off a faint odor that will be familiar to any thaumaturge. It is the scent of the storm, of ozone and power, the scent of magic. When these vapors are inhaled deeply, they can unlock deep wells of anger and channel them into a powerful maelstrom. This is the power of the west wind. I was expecting to talk with Verona Green this morning, but she wasn't at home. Unusual for her. I hope she's okay, especially when she went into the catacombs just yesterday. If you can spare the time, we'd appreciate your help. There's something unusual in our house. You can't miss us. We're the only detached house on Ruskin. Warmest regards, Mrs. Arbery. Okay. Detached house on Ruskin. Ferryman, Mill, Woodcraft, Ransom Headley Guild, Prince's Hollowell, Stonewall, Ruskin. Gotta be this one. I'm greeted by a tired-looking middle-aged woman who immediately offers me tea. Oh, I would love tea. I gratefully accept, enjoying the social ritual before we meander towards the point of my visit. She leads me up the stairs and into the attic. A single small window does little to dispel the gloom, but our eyes slowly adjust. Then we hear the voices. At first I think it's the house creaking in the wind. Soft murmuring groans that seem to come from the walls themselves. But then I start to feel as though a conversation is happening, too quiet to make any sense of. Ooh, so we want to hear? Is that what we want? With the hearing charm, I suddenly find myself able to pick up every small sound without difficulty. The whispered voices become clearer, and my heart beats faster as I hear what they are saying. They are discussing a section of the wall where some of the bricks are loose. Carefully, I pull them away to reveal a small cavity. Inside, to my horror, is a human skull, its dark eyes staring lifelessly back at me. At the insistence of the voices, I reach inside the cavity and my hand closes around an unusual-looking item. Immediately, the voices fall silent and my heightened senses are left with the whooshing drumbeat of the blood being pumped around my body. Okie dokie. Let's have a look at this. Bronze and green. Raised detailing, smooth. Yep, nothing. Scent and sound. I have nothing to remark. What about inner perception? Nothing. Okay. We hang you up. And we put you away. Away. Away with you. Still need to do you because we don't have a thingy. Next customer. My father's sword has a space in the hilt where a shimmer should go, but he sold it to buy whiskey a long time ago. For whatever reason, he never did sell the sword itself. I wanted to restore it to its former glory. A shimmer. A shimmer? Do we have a what is a shimmer? Do we have a shimmer? Binding seed, dreidless link, libulas, and grace. I don't think any of this shit would go there, right? Alright, shimmer. Let's see what we have. Shimmer. These belong to a series of objects that were designed to slot into armor or weaponry. They induce calm rage in the face of the unimaginable horrors of battle, allowing the bearer to stay one step ahead. The Knight of Thorns famously wore a shimmer on his chest plate, but it didn't save him from being slain in the Battle of the Southafell of 1356. Armor worn by the Knight of Thorns. That does not help me, game. That does not help me at all. Alright. Not sure what to do here. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Gemstones won't help, will it? No. What did it say? Shimmer, shimmer, shimmer. Knight of Thorn. Famously wore short. Knight of Thorn. Why is that highlighted? On his chest plate. Calm rage. Calm rage. Calm rage. Calm rage. Gemstones? Do any of these have the word calm on them? Stone of containment. Fire and light, heat and life. Dark purpose, stone of water. Calming, stone of peace and safety. I mean, peace and safety isn't very rageful, but maybe Iolite? Stone of fire and fury. I don't think it's Obsidian. Stone of the night and darkness. A stone of strength. So it could be topaz, but I don't think so. I think it might be iolite, if it's going to have anything on it. Do we have anything with iolite? Nothing to remark. A black gemstone and an orange gemstone. Black and striated. Orange, orange, orange. Amber. So, fire, light, heat, and life. Fire and fury. That doesn't feel right. But, like, what else could it fucking be? I'm looking for something that fit in the slot in the sketch. Wait, there's a sketch? What sketch? Slot in what sketch? In this sketch? Oh. Oh, I see. I see now. Okay. What could fit in that? Let's double check. Hang on. I wish I could just put things over the picture. This? Maybe? No. This? No. Plot in the sketch. But I don't have anything like that, really? Unless... I'm just taking a guess, and I'm right. Okay. Babelia. That really was a stab in the dark. The meaning of the unusual markings on a babelia is not clear. They resemble a mantic field pattern, but the items themselves do not produce a mantic field. They can be used to aid with translation of foreign text, although they require some skill to make full use of. This ability does not transfer to spoken language. All right. Pet the kitty. Now that that's labeled, it goes over here. Hello, Freddie Lamb. I work at the steel mill in Keswick, and I don't think there's one of us hasn't suffered a nasty burn. Do you have anything that can protect against that sort of thing? Against burns? Against fire? Let's have a look. Alright. Made from basilisk scales, a material known to endure intense heat. They do not have basilisk scales. Basilisk scales. Do I have anything? Yeah. No shit. That I figured that out. Alright, so we're looking for a Cyrene ward. Could this be a basilisk scale? Haha! Solemn Mether. Of the 3 types of Mether, the Solemn variety is considered the most powerful. It permits the drinker to forge pathways in the mind, to recall that which has been forgotten or to repair that which has been broken. It will produce a noticeably stronger thaumic field than the other 2 types. Thanks, my wife will be relieved. I found this down the side of the counter here just now while I was waiting. Don't know if it's anything important or not. Okay. I think we need that. I don't know what we need it for, but we need it. Alright, so that's now been labelled. Next customer. Oh, hello again, Audrey. Judgment is coming. We worship the warrior not out of love, but because he's powerful. Because he demands our fear. What use is a god that you are not afraid of? Those of us who have read Holger's teaching have known about the prophecy for a long time, and now the casket will finally be opened. Not ominous at all. It contains his final lesson for those who will not kneel. It contains his retribution against the sinful. It contains his divine rage. My preparations are underway to celebrate his wrath and prove our devotion. For now, a veiled fan is all I require. Okie dokie then. Sure. Sure. Whatever you say, crazy lady. A veiled fan is brightly coloured in the light, but it clouds over after a short period in total darkness. They can be used to command attention from individuals or small groups of people. Public speakers sometimes use them as a substitute for charisma. Brightly coloured in the light, but clouds are in total dark. How am I supposed to... No shit! No shit, I should start with brightly coloured. No shit, you don't say, game. No shit. Oh, this is the brightest fucking thing I have. Okay. It was worth a shot. Alright, what else do I have that's brightly fucking coloured? Do I have anything over here that I'm missing? Oh yeah, these mugs. Meh. I don't think it's one of these. That's for sure. And I have boxes over here that I forgot about. Purple gemstone, bronze, oh. Brightly coloured. Like, I don't... What do you mean it's brightly coloured? I don't have anything particularly brightly coloured, bro. This? I'm really taking the stab in the dark here. This? Oh! I've got to test that out. Witherance. A witherance is the inverse of a fortinance and is sometimes put to more malicious use. These can be crafted from stone like the fortinance, but wood is more commonly used. I'm gonna put you in a drawer and see what you do. Hang on a sec. Hang on a sec. We're testing this theory because apparently I could have tested that. Put you in a drawer? Close the drawer. Give it a second. Look at that. it. Pet the kitty. End the day. The two men fought as the heavens opened and lightning flashed across the night. One man wrested the casket from the other's grasp and leaped astride his horse, galloping off into the cold, wet darkness. Alright, so I still have to do this. Hang on a sec. Nope, up. Not starting the day yet. I want to test something. There was... So, I have cheated a little and looked up a walkthrough. Apparently, I can do other things with this. So I just want to see... That's quite the storm out there. New thing, okay. Let's have a look at this. Gold detail laid over stone. Warm and smooth. Nothing to remark. Okie dokie. Well, that's something. Don't know what, but it's something. Alrighty. We think we've finally located the wreck of the Orion out in the lake. Sadly, our funding has run out and we can't afford expensive diving equipment. Oh, I read about you need the thing that helps you breathe underwater, but we put our heads together and wondered if there was another way. You're our last hope. We recently read about something about this, didn't we? Now, what the fuck was it called? Was it a Fortinance? No. What else might it have been? Resonance compass, no. Restful Nether. Nope. 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 Cedric's Thunder, nope. Valent Fan, Voice of Serenos, Witch's Finger. No. No. I know we read about that just now. What have we... where they were like holding their breath. Ask. There we go. An ascus allows the bearer to breathe underwater. There we go. That's what we need. The sensation is said to be most unusual. The core of the item is cold to the touch, but the ring, sometimes called the halo, stays warm. Well, there's a ring on this. Let's have a look. Sense of touch. No, okay, not that. Core of the item is cold. Maybe? I mean, that's cool, but I don't know if it is. What about hard, thin and delicate? Nope. Core of the item is cool to the hang on. Reread the thingy thing. Cold to the touch, but the ring, sometimes called the halo, stays warm. Core of the item is cool, but the ring is warm. Cool and smooth, nope. What could you possibly be? I don't think it's this, but let's give it a try. Yeah, that's what I thought. Core of the item is cool to the touch. The fuck is an ascus? I don't think it's any of these things. Is there a box? We're looking for a ring and a halo. Have I missed something? What have I missed? Oh. What the fuck? Didn't know I could do that. Alright, I'm definitely missing something. What am I missing, game? I feel like I should be able to do more. You can wait. What am I missing? Oh, hang on. Hang on a sec. Hang on a sec. We got 4 empty slots and 4 things that can go in them. But which order do they go in? I don't think that would go next to itself. Put that there. Put that there. That there. And that there. No. Okay. Maybe. No. No. What am I doing wrong here, game? What goes where? What if I did put these next to each other? Nope. Nope. Oh, something happened. Well, that's new. How the fuck do I use this now? Oh, 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 oh. Okay. Curious. Can I put a map over it? No, that won't help. No. Game. Let me fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck all the way off. Thank you very much. Hang on. I mean, it kinda does. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on a sec. Can I? Oh, I can. Oh, hello. I see. Okay. Okay. So then I need to make these patterns, and I've made the third one. Okay. So next we try. Oh, hello. We're getting something. That is something. That is that. But we don't need that one. We need this one. So... No. Oh, hello. That's number 2. That's this. Is it not? Why is it not ticking itself off? Right, I am going to take a photo of this so I remember. We're going to zoom in a little. We're going to go boop. Boop, so I can see where the fucking things are. And then we're going to go. Try and make the first one. Well, that's different, but not what we need. Again, not what we need. What am I doing? How am I getting this wiggly woggly thing? Let's just take a photo of all the combinations, I think. Did I not just do this one? Or I just did this one? Nothing? Okay. What am I missing here, game? Got it. All right, so let me open up my photos. That's the first one. And then the second one we need this. Okay, so we need to move that to there, that to there. Bing, bang, boom. And then the third one we need... Where is it? This. We need to move that to there and that to there. But why is it not triggering? What are we doing wrong? What if I try... What was the first one again? Did I take a photo of the first one? Yes, okay. What if we go back to this? Bing, bang, boom. Bing, bang, boom. And then... What do I do with this? Now that it's doing the symbol, what do I do with it? Let's see if the walkthrough has anything. Where were we up to? We're gonna... No fucking idea. Like, what do you want from me, game? What do you want from me? But if I close this now... Okay. And then we're back to this. I don't know why... Hang on. Why is the third one ticked, but not the first and the second? I don't understand, game. Apparently we need the third one, which looked like... that. Okay. The bing bang boom. Put that there. And that there. And then that there. Not sure what I do with that information. Nothing to remark. Scent and sound. Sense of touch. Cool and smooth. Surprisingly warm. Cool and smooth. Surprising. It was that fucking easy. I'm so stupid. Chaldean siren. Although these are similar in form to thormic needles, oh, I feel a little gaseous. Chaldean sirens serve a very different purpose. They create a strong compulsion like a siren's call that can be used to divert attention. Next customer. I'm close, but I need more power. I need St. Cedric's thunder, and quickly while the storm's raging. St. Cedric's thunder, you say? St. Cedric's thunder is used to store the power of a single thunderclap. Alchemists have been trying to harness this power for centuries, and there are rumors that some have indeed successfully used it to transmute base metals into gold. They're placed on tops of mountains to charge them during storms. Gemstones can be used to prevent the charge from waning over time. So it's got a gemstone on it. Okay. Cedric's thunder, it's got a gemstone. You placed on top of mountain. Like, we don't... There's not really many options. This has a gemstone. No, go on the counter, please. Thank you. On the counter. I don't think it would be that. I don't think it's any of the necklaces. So it's got 3 gemstones. Right. Gemstones. Yellow, orange, fire and light, stone of containment. Stone of water, stone for dark purposes. Calming, stone of peace and safety. Stone of earth and nature. 4th eye stone. Body and mind. Stone of fire and fury. I really don't fucking know. Let's try this. Alright, let's try this. Okay, both were wrong. I'm stupid. The fuck else could it be? I don't think it's any of the necklaces, but... I'm really just taking a stab in the fucking dark here. I do wonder what this does. What does this do? What does this do, game? Oh, I can press... Oh, hello. Oh, hello. I'm sure that does something. Gemstone? I'm just taking a stab in the fucking dark here. Hi, my name's Kit. I am stupid. I should have done the snakes, damn it. But we can maybe go for 4 of a kind. Come on. There we go. Go figure. Don't need 3 of a kind again. Well, fuck you too, game. Are you kidding me? Oh, this game hates me. This game hates me! Thank you, kitty. Oh, we're so close to going insane. Gib. Give me the fucking sons. For the love of Christ, thank God. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? And Cedric's Thunder. That also has gemstones. And they did say to trap, right? St. Cedric's Thunder, St. Cedric's Thunder, St. Cedric's fucking Thunder. There we go. They used to store the power of a single thunderclap. Transmute, blah, 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 blah. What gemstones do we have on there? Amethyst, stone of containment. Bing, bang, boom. Thormic needle. Thormic needles are controversial items that are rarely used. They can reach into the mind of the recently deceased to give an impression of their thoughts before they died. Curiously, the weight of these tall items decreases when heated. Oh. Curious. Alright. Next person. I've been trying to get hold of an Ambra. Before she vanished, Verona said it might have something to do with my patients. It had almost slipped my mind, but then I remembered that there's one right here in Strange Antiquities. Eli told me himself he keeps it locked behind ethereal key. Oh, fuck. That means I have to work out an ethereal key. Okay. How am I going to do that? Need to get an Ambra, but first I need an ethereal key. Which of my fucking things is an ethereal goddamn key? Ethereal keys have been hidden when activated by moving the object in a circular motion. There's something circular? The key is revealed by its gemstone of light. These rare items are not generally known about it. Okay, gemstone of light. Gemstone of light. Gemstone of light. Fire and light, heat and life. Yellow gemstone. Can I... That's got a yellow gemstone. What else has a yellow gemstone? That's already labeled. So it's got to be this, right? Then how do I activate it? I think this is the key. But I need to... What did it say? Moving the object in a circular motion. How the fuck do I activate it? How do I move it? No, I don't want the hint. I'm trying to close the book. Thank you very much. Hang on a sec. If I go here... How do I move it? That did a thing. I've never... Oh, okay, never mind. How do I make it go round? Nothing I can do there. That doesn't do shit. Can I bring it down here and do stuff with it? Hang on. Oh. That's curious. So I can put stuff on... Oh. Curious. So how do I... How do I fucking activate it? By moving the object in a circular... Yeah, how do I move you in a circular... Like... Bro! Gemstone of the Night power the concealment charm. Gemstones of the Night. Gemstones of the Night. Gemstone of the Night. Black gemstone, a pinkish gemstone, a gold gemstone. Alright, so fire and light. Black striatus, stone of the night and darkness is some who fear. Okay. Yeah, that's that. So how do I... I don't understand how I'm supposed to activate it. What a good time for an ad break because I'm busting to pee, friends. Alright, you know the drill. Whenever we need to run ads, we go to a B.O.B. so everyone can stretch, hydrate, go to the toilet, grab a snack, and take meds if they need to. So I'll see you in a few minutes. So I'm a dum-dum. I'm a dum-dum. All I had to do was literally move it in a circular motion like this. I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. Anyways. Does that mean we can now use it on this? Hang on. Where'd you go? Excuse you? I had you in my hand. Come back here. Up. Up. And down. And you bit. Can I put you in? No. Hang on. Can I? No. There we go. All right. So one of these things is an Ambra. She wants one of these things. Oh, what does the book say about Ambra? Mental fog, a withering of the repung, the noctic. They produce a noctic. Wait. Noctic is. I'm going to take a photo of that because I cannot remember all those shapes. All right, so if we now noctic is we put the thing there with the thing there and that goes there. That looks right. That is a noctic field. Okay, we're looking for swirly swirls. All right. So we're looking for something that makes a noctic field. So you can go here. And then we go here. And we go here. And we go here. And it makes... That makes a noctic field. But let's be a little more thorough and bring everything down. Can we go across and go down and put it up? Everything seems to be making a noctic field. Unless I change this to bit. Just to make sure. Hang on. Does it still make a noctic field? Yes. Okay. What about this? That does not. That is out of the question. Not what we need. What about this? That makes a noctic field. That does nothing. Well, it does something, but not much. So it's not that. And it's not that. And what about this? That does funny things, so it's not that. One of these three things. Alright, what else did it say about the Ambra? They cause the whites of the eyes to turn black and the subject again. Mental fog. Alright, let's see if we get anything from these. I have nothing to remark. White paint carved out of wood. Limestone. Engraved symbols. Nothing to remark. What about you? Raise detailing. Gold and bronze. That doesn't help. What are these symbols? Paralysis. I don't think we want paralysis and limestone. So you're out. So now it is one of these two things. One of these will make brain fog. What is this symbol? Confusion? Is it a confusion? Hang on. Yes, it is. This has to be it. The three different elements that make up a pit allegedly represent the earth, the sun, and death or darkness, the Draidic, the Diurnic, and the Noctic. These energies balance in such a way that the objects do not produce a recognizable thaumic field. They can be directed to emit powerful vibrations capable of cracking solid rock. Alright, let's put you back. Now that we know what you are. And we can put you there. And you also go back. Alrighty. Next person. You. I know you from somewhere. I don't remember why, but this shop was important somehow. Oh, I wonder how, Bonnie. I'm sorry, I know I'm not making much sense. I haven't been myself. I wonder why. I'll leave you be. My cat. You leave my cat alone. They found some poor soul washed up on the lakeshore. An older lady by the sounds of it. Drowned. But that's not the worst of it. Her eyes were all black, just like those others. I'm not taking any chances with the water around here. I'll take a bones guard. Alright, bones guard. Let's have a look. Bones guard, a small item known as a bones guard, when placed in any liquid to render it safe to drink. King Cedric the Meek was well known to be terrified of being poisoned, and so always drank from the same goblet he placed a bones guard inside. He was stabbed to death in 1203. These objects bear the mark of the antidote. The mark of the antidote. Okay, let's have a look at our symbology. Calm, confusion, poison. Well, we don't want poison. Earth, air, fire, no. Ashes, oil, soap, no. Antimony, arsenic, nope. Nope. Fog, hail, the mark of the antidote. But I don't have anything that... What could it be? 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 Elements, imbuement. Maybe protection? Maybe? Maybe it would have the mark of protection? I don't think any other symbol would be the one. What are we looking at here, game? What am I looking for? Bones guard. Something that can be put in a chalice. Whoa, Hmm. I don't have many things that are left unlabeled. Unless I'm missing something. Quite fucking possible. I don't think it's this. What's the hint say? Sure, Yep, that's what I thought. I've missed something. Okay. So I don't have what I need. It has to be something here. Alright, so what have I missed with this? Floor. Alright, so this... It looks like... I'm looking to triangulate something? So I'm looking for things that match these circles. That's gonna be fucking hard. Alright, so... We might be here a while. We look so very carefully. Either that or I go back to the walkthrough. Because this might take a while. Hang on. What's the walkthrough say? Walkthrough, where are you? Alright, so... Alright, so 15... 9 and 25. Where's 25? 25. There's 9 there. That's between these three, apparently. Here's the location at the center. There's like... Let's try this. No. Okay. We try again. The left circle matches the buildings just under 9. Oh, it's these buildings. Right. And then... Top circle matches 15. And the bottom circle matches a building just above 25. It does? This? This, okay. So between those three, this? When I draw back the curtain, I am unable to control my exclamation of horror. Behind the dark red velvet is a silent, squirming, seething mass of eyes, all shiny and wet and alive. Fear takes hold before my mind catches up and I understand what I am looking at. And when I do, I realize that it is looking right back at me. The object I am looking for sits on a small shelf below, and the eyes watch as I snatch it and get out of there as fast as I can. So I'm going to assume this is what I'm looking for, and this is what he needs. So he's going to get that. The symbol resembles the symbol for poison rendered upside down with a line under it. It can be inferred that this is the mark of the antidote. I'm afraid I can't pay you, but I can offer a trade if you'll accept it. Woo! A creepy hand. Go with the other creepy hand. There you go. All right. Pet the kitty. End the day. The rider was lucky. He made it to the back burrow and found refuge there, and was nursed back to health. He would later discover his left eye was permanently blackened, like his partner's had been. There we go. To my left the day, to my right the night. Alright, so we still haven't been able to do this one. What is this one gonna be? I feel like once again... To my left the day, to my right the night. Let's see if anything matches that. Left. Right. Bing, bang, boom. I find the row of 3 tombs in the upper levels of the catacombs. The cool darkness is strangely calming at times down here, and I sit for a while in quiet contemplation. When I rouse from my thoughts, I look down at my feet and find an item there. Had it been there all along? I never noticed it when I sat down. Ooh. Hang on, I've seen that symbol. What's that symbol? That is... Deception. Curious. Okay. We will put you over here, I guess. Hey, it makes a noise! Curious. Hang on. What else does it do? Gold, wood oak, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Sense of touch. Feels a little warmer than I would expect. Hard but smooth. It makes a soft tinkling sound when it moves. Okay. Curious. Alrighty. Get the kitty, friends. I'm starting to get hungry. I think it might be time to end there and go make something for dinner. We will continue this next Wednesday. And we will continue Moses and Plato this Saturday. So keep an eye on Discord for going live notifications and all updates. We're still continuing to vote for the horror game I will play with scare alerts in the announcements channel. But yeah, thank you all for being here. Thank you for subbing. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for just hanging out and being you. Thank you for being amazing. I appreciate you all. We're going to go see Aeon, who is playing Marvel Rivals. So take a raid message with you. Give Aeon lots and lots of love. And I will see you all on Saturday.